Diogo Jota has signed a long new contract at Liverpool that will keep him in here for very many years in the for you. Cucurella from Brighton to Chelsea is really so close after personal terms have been agreed, and we are talking of a team which goes by names of Nice that is really wanting to take in a third player who goes by names of Kasper Schmeichel and very many others. Remember, Aaron Ramsey, a former Arsenal player, has signed as a free agent to that side of France. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys and where are you watching us from? This is our first video of the day. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. So it looks like Chelsea have gone ahead to learn from how hijacking has gone ahead to learn from the hijacking process that they were through in the for you. Remember, they hijacked Rafinha. Chelsea is the one that really came in to hijack Rafinha from Arsenal, and then Barcelona finally hijacked Rafinha from Chelsea. Jules Koundé being linked to a side which goes by the names of Chelsea, and Barcelona comes in and hijacks the player. Another player, Gabriel Jesus, Chelsea coming in the last moments to come in and hijack the process, but they didn't really get what they wanted there for you. But finally, Chelsea have gone ahead to hijack Cucurella from a side which goes by names of Man City. Man City were the first team to really pick interest in Cucurella after losing Zinchenko, but they couldn't meet the realistic evaluation of a team which goes by names of Brighton, and that is £50 million. And they first put in a £30 million bid, turned down. Then I think on Sunday they put there a bid of £40 million, and it was all out of acceptation by a side which goes by names of Brighton. And now Chelsea have come in, hijacked the deal from yesterday, and Cucurella is finally going to join Chelsea in the for you, as told us by Fabrizio Romano. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and let's get this rolling in the for you. And that is a story coming in from Fabrizio Romano, telling us on Twitter that full agreement now reached between Chelsea and Cucurella on personal terms. Potential contract has been proposal approved in the for you. Mark Cucurella prepared to accept once clubs agree on a fee. Chelsea and Brighton direct talks again today in order to complete the deal in there for you. So it looks like Chelsea have finally revenged, because they've lost close to 3-4 players in the field, because they even had Richarlison. Chelsea were so much into for Richarlison, and Richarlison snapped them for Spurs. But finally, they've hijacked a signing of a player who goes by names of Mark Cucurella, one of my best left backs in the Premier League last season. And I think with his talent and how he really played last season, it will be of no-brainer to come in here and say that he doesn't deserve a move to a top 6 club. I believe he really deserved that spot. And Man City coming in fast for him shows you how good this guy is, because he's really talented, good on the ball, good going forward, perfect cross, and I think would thrive a lot in that system of a 3-4-3 where Thomas Tuchel plays with the wing back, and you're waiting to see how that deal really goes on. But personal terms have been approved and agreed in between a side which goes by the names of Cucurella's agent and Chelsea are 100% waiting to see what Brighton is really going to do in the for you. But the fact is, Chelsea are really having the money that a team which goes by names of Brighton wants. Brighton wants £50 million, and Chelsea have it on the table in the for you. And Man City say, no, you can't hold us on ransom for that. We can't. So those are teams that are really so much football minded, and they are making profit from selling these players, and they don't want to be held on ransom for these players. So that's Mark Cucurella coming in, a side which goes by names of Brighton, joining Chelsea, and anytime from now, here we go, is going to be heard as soon as possible in here on this channel which goes by names of Rokani Media Football. Smash the like button, comment and share, guys, because this is what we do here on the daily. After Cucurella, let's get into another story that is going to excite very many Liverpool fans all over the world, as your player known as Diogo Jota has been given a new contract, and he has put pen to paper onto that contract in there at Liverpool. So a story has been broken by Neil Jones. Neil Jones is a Liverpool correspondent for Goal. He has told us that breaking Diogo Jota has signed a 5-year contract with Liverpool. Obviously, with the situations Liverpool has been facing, they wouldn't allow to lose another player like Diogo Jota. Firmino is left with 1 year on his contract. They're also negotiating to see to it that they really get him. They get him on a long contract in there for you. So Liverpool believes that securing the future of these players is the best thing to do. Sadio Mane left because they really took long to really extend his contract, and he was left with just 1 year on his contract. That's why he went on a cheap of like 30 million euros. 35 million euros in there for you. But if at all they had really tied him on a long contract, they would have gotten in some good money. So Liverpool is doing this for two reasons. First reason being tying these players on a wrong contract. First reason, keeping them at Liverpool. Secondly, if at all these players want to go, they can really get some good money out of them. I really believe that Sadio Mane would have gone for like 60 million pounds or 50 million pounds if at all he was going to a side which goes by the names of Bayern Munich. Because Romelu Lukaku was 28 years. He came in at Chelsea and Chelsea paid 100 million pounds. What of a player, Sadio Mane, who has been proven in the Premier League, I think would have gone for even more. And I think Liverpool just failed to negotiate this deal very well, because when you look at Gabriel Jesus, he left Man City to join Arsenal at 45 million pounds. You get? And he's 25 years of age. And obviously, in the years Sadio Mane and Gabriel Jesus have been playing in the Premier League, obviously, Sadio Mane has been putting up better stats than a player who goes by the names of Gabriel Jesus. So they negotiated at 30 million pounds for you, a 15 million difference between Sadio Mane and Gabriel Jesus. So I really believe that Liverpool would have really gotten a better deal. But finally, he has signed a new contract, that is Diogo Jota, and he's going to be at the side which goes by Liverpool for the next many years in there for you. Now, after him putting all pen to paper on his contract, he had the following to say about his new deal. He said, "An acknowledgement of the club to give me a contract and believe in me in what I'm doing. It's massive for me. It's like a fresh start. We have a long-term contract to fulfill, all the obligations, and hopefully with trophies to add." That is Diogo Jota for you. He said, obviously, when they started signing it, it is a moment when you need to stop and say, wow, this is happening. Because one thing is to arrive here, people are just like waiting to see what I can do. But that moment, they showed appreciation as well to me. For you. Then he said, a no-brainer. I have to say, obviously, one of the best clubs in the world. Last year was good for me and for the team. Like I said, the proof we are doing things right, and hopefully we can keep doing that in there for you. That is the man who goes by the names of Diogo Jota on his new contract in there for you. So I really believe that Liverpool are really trying to secure a future of their profile players. You get? They've given Mohamed Salah a new contract. They've given Trent a new contract. Virgil van Dijk, Mohamed Salah. They've brought in Darwin Núñez 5 years. Diaz 5 years. You get? So they need to secure the future of their players in the for you. And I think they're really going to work they're going to work on a player who goes by the name of Thiago Alcantara. I think even his contract is soon running down. Then there is Fabinho. All right, Fabinho was given a new contract also. I think they extended some good 4 years on him. And Jordan Henderson, the captain, was given another contract. The same applies to James Milner. So when you look at Liverpool, how they're doing their things, they're doing them systematically in there for you. Very much on paper and planned. And they're doing this. Remember, recently, Liverpool lost Georginio Wijnaldum on a free, you get, and went to PSG. Your PSG wants to really sell him to AS Roma, but he says, I'm not really taking a pay cut, because the main reason as to why he joined PSG was because of the handsome wages that were given to him. So he can't live in the for you, and he's ready, by the way, to lose his position at the national team because of not playing at a team which goes by the names of PSG. So they've lost Georginio Wijnaldum. It was a lesson for you. Sadio Mane was a lesson. And they had soon lost Mohamed Salah, because if at all Salah said, I'm not renewing my contract, it was going to either go on a cheap or go on a free come the January or come next year in the summer. So Liverpool are really doing that and learning great. But Diogo Jota is really a very good player. But my problem with him is that he's injury prone. He's injury prone. But the good thing with him is that even when he's injury prone, he really gets you results. You get? He really gets you statistics for you. When you look at him last season, he played 11 games in the Champions League. For you, he scored, was it 1 goal? In the Premier League, he played 35. He scored 15 and 4 assists, meaning that he was involved in 19 goals in the for you. That is Diogo Jota for you. So I really believe that when you look at his returns are not bad, you get, but the problem is injuries, because even right now as we speak, Diogo Jota is injured. He's nursing a hamstring injury, but we don't know when he's going to come back. Reason being, he never even took part into the preseason of Liverpool and never played a game with that Liverpool side in there for you. So that is what Diogo Jota is all about to Liverpool fans. You have every reason to get excited for you, because everything is going as you guys want it. Now let's get to the story coming in from France, being reported by Fabrizio Romano via Santi Awona. He's telling us that AS Monaco are in negotiations with Chelsea for Malanga Sarr, favorite destination for the player despite the proposal received from Fulham. As reported in the morning, Chelsea wanted their conditions to be accepted and Monaco on it, as they call in the voice. No, Malanga Sarr is really a Chelsea player playing in the three-man central defense with his left foot. But I really believe that the bringing in of these defenders, Koulibaly, you get, then they're bringing in Fafana. I think that really gives or keeps him out of position and lack of playing time at Chelsea. So they are really planning to get him a new move to a side which goes by the names of Monaco in the for you. Something we believe that will work for him. Fulham wanted him, but Chelsea said no, we want him to play in the French League One. But I will believe that it would have been better to play in the Premier League, because you are really training him to be a Premier League player, isn't it? Why do they have to send him in the French League One? Yet there are teams in here for you trying to really yearn for his signature in the Premier League. So I think he would have gone at Fulham and played one beautiful season or two, because according to how Fulham are really signing their players, they really want to be here, because they've just taken Bernard of Arsenal, they took Andreas Pereira, and they have some other 3 or 4 players they've signed in. So I think they're really working to stay into the Premier League. Remember last time they came in the season of 2021, and they're relegated. So they are back. They've just spent 1 season away from the Premier League. Now they are back with their manager Mark Silva, but we are waiting to see how everything is going to go on in the field. That's why they wanted Malanga Sarr, because he's really good, and I really believe that a loan of him to that side would have been crucial, because it would have really done him better and better there for you. So let's go to a story of Aaron Ramsdale. After Aaron Ramsdale, Nice will complete 2 more signings this week: Kasper Schmeichel and Mattia Vitti. Schmeichel signs until 2025 with Leicester looking for a new goalkeeper. Mattia Vitti signs until 2027 at 15 million euros deal. Player is already in Nice in the face. So Nice looks like they're really making themselves better for this season, and they really believe they're really going to be a very competitive force into the League One. So they've already signed Aaron Ramsey on a free. Now they're bringing in Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel is the goalkeeper who has been keeping that goal of Leicester City for some good years. Ever since in 2016 when they came in through, he has been here. He's a son to Peter Schmeichel, one of the legendary goalkeepers in the Premier League, especially very much known at Manchester United, being part of that team that really won the treble in 20. Sorry about that, guys. I'm fasting. Sorry about that. Kasper Schmeichel is a son to Peter Schmeichel. Peter Schmeichel really won the treble with Manchester United in 1999 with Sir Alex Ferguson and Mark Rallen in the Fayuk at Manchester United, and his son is now making another move from Leicester City to Nice. Remember, to join Leicester City, he was at Manchester City. That's when he left Manchester City and joined Leicester City after Pep Guardiola came in through and said no, you're not going to be my goalkeeper. But he was at the age of 18, 19, and he really had a wonderful season. But he was really shown the exit door by Pep Guardiola and said, no, you are not going to be part of my goalkeeping department plans. So he left for Leicester City, and now after spending close to 7-8 years at Leicester City, he is now a goalkeeper of Nice, and very soon is going to be unveiled. Leicester City don't want to really give him green light to go, not until they really get in a goalkeeper. They're looking at Bernard Leno, but Bernard Leno has officially gone to Fulham and it's undergoing his medical right about now. And I think the reason that's why he has gone to Fulham, he never wanted to leave London, because Fulham is in London, and I think Leicester City is so away from a side which goes by names of London. So that's what I had for you to this channel. Tell me what you think about Cucurella hijack and personal terms agreed between him and the side which goes by names of Chelsea. Then we talked about Diogo Jota's 5-year contract. Is he worth it? So all your reactions are welcome to the comment section below. And if at all you were really a football director of Chelsea, where would you send Malanga Sarr? To France, to French League One, or to the Premier League side known as Fulham that are really in need of his signature? Thank you guys for watching in. Smash the like button, comment and share. I sign out for now. See you later, my mates. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.